In a time when monarchs claimed the right to rule by divine law, the people of Europe endured a brutal system of taxation. The Midnight's Fury tax was a medieval-era levy that brought untold suffering to countless families. It's estimated that the average worker's daily wage was so meager that a single night's stay in jail could cost them an entire week's earnings. Medieval Europe's economy was built on the backs of serfs who tilled the land, while nobility controlled the wealth. The system of lordship and manorialism created a rigid hierarchy, where those at the top lived in luxury and the bottom toiled in poverty. As trade and commerce grew, so did the need for a more complex and oppressive system of taxation. The Midnight's Fury tax was a direct result of this economic shift. Introduced by King John in 1215 as a way to fund an endless series of wars, it demanded a tithe from every subject who failed to appear in court, including the dead. This meant that even those who were absent or had passed away were subject to the tax. Merchants and traders bore the brunt of this tax, as did the already overburdened peasantry. As the centuries passed, medieval Europe's powerhouses became embroiled in endless conflicts, and the tax system grew even more convoluted. By the 14th century, the English tax system had become one of the most complex in Europe, comprised of no less than 70 different levies. This only served to fuel further discontent and rebellion among the population, with one notable example being the English peasants' revolt of 1381. Despite the Midnight's Fury tax being a hallmark of the era, it was far from unique in its cruelty and excess. Medieval Europe's love of punitive taxation was a feature of nearly every kingdom and lordship across the continent. These systems would eventually give rise to the Enlightenment's key tenets, the notion of fair taxation and the separation of church and state. In conclusion, the Midnight's Fury tax represents the darkest aspects of an era that's often romanticized as a time of chivalry and glory. The legacy of this brutal system of taxation serves as a reminder of the very real costs of war, power struggles, and oppression. Don't forget to subscribe to Kadim World.